Welcome back to this week's football capsule by Carolina Morace, with match data provided by Michele Tossani. I'm Nicola Williams, and as assistant coach, translating the information into English for all our audience to benefit. Here is the league table showing that Napoli is in 6th position with their points, goals scored and goals received. 4-4-2 was the system most used when coached by Ancelotti, but Gennaro Gattuso, the new coach, prefers the team to play 4-3-3. The formation we can see here is how they set up to play against Torino, a home match they won 2-1. The important players missing from this lineup are Koulibaly, the centre defender, Mertens, the forward, and Dem, the centre midfielder, preferring, who played in the cup, Lobotka. On the account Twitter Calcio Datato, it shows that with Gattuso, Napoli has more prudent, careful attitude and builds less actions in counter-attack. If we look across the charts on the top row from left to right, we can see the ball possession of Gattuso showing a more elaborate style than Ancelotti's, with the passes for ball possession being 5.57 compared to 4.83 for Ancelotti. The numbers in blue in the charts are from last season. Next, we can see the intensity in passes per minute of possession, being 18.62 compared to the 17.92 with Ancelotti. With the new coach, Gattuso, also the percentage of long balls has been reduced from 8.39 to 7.47. On the second row, if we take a look at the PPDA, that's the measure of intensity of pressing, the evidence is that the pressing is high with Ancelotti, winning the ball back after an average of 10.13 passes versus 17.04 with Gattuso, where the centre of gravity of the team is lower. With Gattuso, there are also less counterattacks, 3.12 compared to the 3.48 with Ancelotti. And the final chart shows that the team with Gattuso is more balanced, allowing less counterattacks against, 3.53 rather than 3.63 average with Ancelotti. The goalkeeper starts the action with the two centre-backs, here with Maksimovic and Manolas. In the build-up, these players look wide. If it's not possible, they swing the ball and attack on the opposite wing. Again, the build-up against Torino, a team that waits, Napoli search for the external players, with the centre midfielder player who comes in to switch the ball from the left to the right. Here, Napoli get out of their half after to win the ball, and they have 5 players that go into attack to support the action. Napoli, as we have seen, are a team that, as I said, use the final third to cross. Here, Zielinski plays a killer ball for Insigne. If we take a look at the team in non-ball possession, we can see the waiting attitude of Napoli, that prefer to defend the goal covering the space more than to attack to win the ball back high, the strategy that we saw used by Ancelotti. With the ball wide, Usai closes laterally, also if he's too far away from the ball to impede the cross. Maksimovic covers the central zone with Manolas and Di Lorenzo at the back, while the 3 midfielders recover their defensive position. The defensive corner, the front post is covered well by 2 players only and 4 players on the line of the 6-yard box, with 2 players who don't look at the ball but at the direct opponent. It's interesting to see the posture of their body that is facing their opponent's goal. The team is very close during the 2 phases of play, and here we can see the great density of players in the defensive phase. This could be because Gattuso is worried about the high number of shots against that the team has received and tries to take away space from the opponents with such density. If we looked at the expected goals of the team of Ancelotti, they created more occasions on goal compared to Gattuso as coach. The occasions created are in fact 1.76 from Ancelotti and 1.63 with Gattuso. In non-ball possession, the team of Ancelotti conceived more expected goals against, with 1.26 a match, whereas with Gattuso it's 1.16. The last data on the list regards to the passes per defensive action, those passes conceived in the first 60 metres of the field by the opposition. With Ancelotti, the team attacked high to try and win the ball back, so the number is much lower than when the team plays for Gattuso, showing that we saw in the previous slides, his team presses less and allows the opponent to play more. Overall, however, looking at the average points per match, the team of Gattuso scores higher with 1.63 average over Ancelotti's 1.4. So we hope that you enjoyed this week's football capsule. Next episode will be based on Genoa of Davide Nicola.